Yo, it's Monday. Welcome to TheRoughCuts. My name is Arlen. I'm sorry for being away for most of October, but I've been working really hard on a bunch of projects and you can read more about that on my website or whatever. I'm finally back though on October 31st, Halloween, to review The Black Cat, which I got from my library of all places. It's called Edgar Allan Poe's The Black Cat, but very reliable sources such as Wikipedia and the IMDb inform me that it's not really based on Edgar Allan Poe's story, The Black Cat, whatsoever, but it does, to a certain extent, deal with phobia of black cats. It was the first pairing of Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi. This film was made in 1934, and unlike a lot of the Universal horror movies of that time, it's set in present day very clearly, and people have modern technology and wear modern clothes. And the film is told from the point of view of a couple whose name I don't remember, whose train crashes or something, and then they join Bela Lugosi, who was also on the train, and they end up staying at the house of Mad Architect. And from then on it's kind of a rivalry between Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff, and the young couple are trying to escape, and there's a lot of drama, and there's a satanic cult, and there's a wife who has been presumed dead for 15 years but turns out to be alive, and a lot of goodies like that. There's nothing overwhelmingly original or creative about this movie, but it's a really fun genre piece, and I really love the scenery-chewing performances by Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff as kind of rivaling mad scientists. As I said, the character played by Bela Lugosi is an architect and he lives in a very interesting house. And it's a nice and kind of different backdrop for a horror movie, and I really enjoyed that, and I still think it feels kind of fresh in a lot of ways. If I know my film history correctly, and I'm not sure that I do, Edgar G. Ulmer, the director of this movie, was from Austria or Germany or something, and he was one of the founders of the film noir movement later in time after making this film, and also the German film People on Sunday from 1930, which I own but have not seen. And you can really sense in this film, like in a lot of 1930s horror films, that there's a great influence from the German expressionist filmmakers, and that's something he later carried on into film noir, which uses the same kind of lighting and mood, but is to a certain extent more grounded, I guess. This film is something like 63 minutes long, and I really appreciate that because it's simple, efficient storytelling, and I think there should be more movies like that these days. It's very enjoyable, so if you're into that kind of stuff, check it out.